Hello, welcome to this channel. In this video, we are gonna make a news website using Bootstrap and Django. So first, yeah, we'll be using this news API website, this URL, and will be so the net is a little bit slow, so I decided to copy it down and paste it over here. And this is the JSON format of this URL. So here is the URL and this is the JSON format, and then we're gonna get to get bootstrap.com. From here we're gonna use the bootstrap files for decorating our HTML. So let's get started. First of all, let's make a directory in our desktop file. So let's go to desktop. First of all, cd desktop, and then let's go and make a directory over the desktop. Let's make it NMS news project. So let us see if it's there. Yes, it is here, news project. And let's go inside news project and let's make our virtual environment. So if you don't have any virtual environment installed in your computer, make sure you install our virtual command. It should be like around pip install virtual env. So by the way, I already have my virtual environment installed in my computer, so it should not be a problem. Oh, sorry. So I don't have my virtual environment installed. Yep. So I just changed my version from Python 3.8 to 3.7. So that is why. So I have installed a virtual environment, and now let's use the virtual env. So by the way, let's use this name the folder as env. Okay, so we are creating a folder named env inside the news project. So let's see. Okay, then so for Windows it should be like scripts /env/activate, but for Mac users, let's go with source env/bin/activate, and here we activate our virtual environment. Here it is, env. Here it is. And so now let's write our start our project. Like first of all, let's install Django. So writing this command pip3 install Django will install the latest version of Django, but if you want a particular version, then you can just write and something like this 2.0.1 or something, anything. But if you go just like this, then it will install the latest version. So our Django version is 3.0.3. So it's installing inside the virtual environment. So our virtual environment has been has Django in it, and now let's start our project. So normally it is django-admin .py for Windows, and for Mac it is just django-admin. But for django-admin start project, and then something like any the name of a project, like anything like news. But for some reason, I hope this works. See, for some reason I have to set my path, So this is the normal command. So if you're making this project, make sure you're going with this same path, but for some reason I have to uh, change my location, like I have to integrate my complete path name. So start project news. So this is the default version of creating Django project, but I have to completely specify the path of the Django for my command to work. Yes, so let's see. So we have news and we have env. So we just created our project news. So let's go inside the news. And inside the news we have manage.py. So we have manage.py and news. And let's start our server, like Python 3 manage.py uh, run server. So we have unapplied migration. So if you want this error to go away, just go with this. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm just gonna open a new tab here and go back to where our env and news files are and activate our virtual environment, and then go back to our news folder again where we have the manage.py. So let's write python manage.py migrate. Oh, sorry, I need to write as python 3 manage.py migrate. So for this project I'm using our python as python 3. So this is why, yeah, sorry, python 3.7.3. though python is defaultly installed in our Mac, but for this project we are using python 3. So our migrations has been done, and now let's just open this our URL. So here, this our URL, and we have successfully launched our Django project. And now let's make sure we create an admin panel. But because if we go now to the admin, it will work, but we need to give our username and password. So this is from default because I have already made it before some Django projects. So but for now we need to make our own username and password. For the admin panel, create super user, and then let's write this just as it is, Django admin, and password like anything your wish. I write Heroku, Heroku 123. Okay, Heroku 123. Okay, so we have created our username and password. So let's write here Heroku 123. Let's log in. One of that. So here we have our admin panel, but in this project we're not gonna use this Django admin that much. So let's focus on the front end, and let's now open our folder. Open our desktop. Yes, here, let's open it. And then we have our env and our news. So it's okay, we don't have to open the complete news project, we'll have just open this folder. And here inside the news folder we have again a news folder. Here we have our settings.py and URLs. So now let's create an app inside our project. So what was Python 3 manage.py startup. Let's name it as webs news web. Okay, news web. So we just created an app over here, news web, and let's install this news web here near where it is. Where was it? Yeah, install apps. We need to write here news web. Okay, just let's uh, there are some extensions file, so I just install it. Okay, then we have written over our news web over here. So now let's uh, create an URL file for the news web, urls.py. And what we should do is let's just copy this part and paste it over here and remove our admin and this too. And here, okay, just for a time being, just okay. Now here, what should we do? We must also put include because we are gonna include our news web URL over here. News web URL. Okay, and let's just leave it empty. We don't have to put any URL for this. And then let's go to our news web. Let's close our news project and let's go to our news web views and let's create a function home request, and then we can return and render our request, then our HTML template which we'll be making shortly, and something like a dictionary file over here which we will be passing the data through our function to home HTML. So let's create our template. First let us create a folder called templates. Okay, and then let's put our HTML file home.html. Yes, and let's write home over here, okay, for the time being. And then yes, I think this would work. Let's go over here and okay, just a minute. Python 3 manage.py run server. What is this? Sorry, manaf. Python manage.py run server. Let's see now. Oh man. Just a minute, let me just figure out what I did wrong here. Oh, sorry. I have not created a URL file over here. I was too in a hurry. Let's views.home. let's not forget to import it from dot import home no views. So from views we are importing our home. Now it should work. Yes, home. So now let's use our bootstrap file. uh, let's go to documentation, and here is our introduction. Here is a starter template. Let's copy this one and let's go to here, and you can just put here a new file called base.html. Let's paste it over here, and we're gonna replace this with um, block body, and here we are gonna use as and block. It's sometimes very hard to remember all the terms, so it's not a problem. So we can always check it out from our internet. And let's change the title to news. Okay, for the time being we just use as news. And then let's go to our home.html, and let's put here here, yes, below this, above this, I mean, first extends, yeah, base.html, and here we write our blog body, blog. Wow, there was something, blog body. And if we write this over here, then you might see some difference. Where is it? Yeah, okay, it's going. Yeah, the text format has changed a little bit. So what can we do now? Let's, we can give it a container, maybe container. Oh, the shortcut key is not working. Leave it. We will go to home.html, and now let's go to our navigation, components, nav bar. Yes, nav bar, and let's copy the first one and go to base.html, and we'll paste the body tag, and we don't need our form. Let's delete it. Then we don't need this one either. We don't need this. We don't need this. Nor do we need this. So we need only one thing here, that is our nav bar. So let's change it to news. Okay, and then let's give it as our default URL, and then let's reload our server. Yes, we are here, and we have changed this news. Okay, then news website. Okay, then now let's go to the actual thing, home.html. First, let's make a cart file, cart, and let's copy the first one, and yeah, paste it over here. And above this we're gonna use our container bootstrap, container bootstrap, and okay, the formatting is not working properly, so just bear with this format. Not nice though. Let's check it out. Yeah, we have our card title and everything. It's time that we go to our views and import all the API URL data. So let's go to, yeah, here we are here. What we're gonna do, we are gonna import our API. So let's import request, request, and yeah, don't worry about it. Let's make sure that it is installed. Let's go here and write pip3 install request. Okay, and we have installed our pip. I guess we can use pip instead of pip3 when we are in a virtual environment, but we can just see if it works, it works. But it's recommended, I guess, that we can use only pip instead of pip3 when we are in virtual environment. Mind it. And import JSON. Oh man, these extensions are asking me to review their products. Then news API request is equal to request dot get our URL. Let's take this, just see how much time they're taking to load. So I decided to go to JSON formatter. Get, not this get, but get over here. And yeah, let me make it big. And here it is. Yeah, here is our API key, and this is our NewsApi Org. Okay, so I just copied this down here because here it is not loading, and we went to JSON formatter and I pasted over here, and here is the results. So we are going to import articles and all this thing over our HTML file so that we can show our news data. So okay, maybe I hope it works, not a problem. I just save it and it happens like this. Now API JSON dot load use API request dot content. Now let's import our API to HTML file. This API we write it over here, and we gave it the same name as API, and we're gonna use it in home.html. So how we're gonna use it, not a big deal, just gonna use that. um, we're gonna use that for loop, and inside the for loop we are gonna import for x in API. So this API is the one we import, we use here in our views, this API. So for x in API, then let's end somewhere over here, and for Then we're going to replace this as x dot something, that something. Nope, wait a minute. API dot articles. Okay, we're gonna put like this: x dot API dot articles from the JSON file articles. In this way, you're importing the main thing. See, the article is the header, and then inside it follows contains all the data. And then from x we can use like for image we can use x dot image dot url. No, sorry, here it is url to image, url to image. And then we can use this as like x dot source dot image name, sorry, name. Here is the source and here is the name. Inside it contains the name, so we went a little bit further. X dot source dot name, and then our title should be like x dot title from here. And let's write this thing. Oh my, it's so long. X dot description. We want to reduce the characters, so let's put it around 150. And then something happened. Oh, we are missing a tag. Okay, and then let's put it here as URL so that they can go to the main news page. And let's target it in a blank page so that whenever they click on the link, it will go to a new tab. And here we write it as read more, making sure that this is a URL link, and here's link. And then what we are gonna do, let's check it out first. How is it going? Okay, here it is. It's showing the image, it is showing the title, it is showing the description, and here it is the read more. Let's check out our read more, and it's going to the new link. So everything is working. So we have finally finished our website, but before ending it, let's design it properly, making sure it looks nice, because nowadays people have a lot to do with good looks in website. Let's use our BootStrap classes. Yeah, here, and let's put it over here, and then here, tab. Okay, let's check it out. For some reason it is getting attached to the right side very high. But let's do it inside a container for that reason. Container. Yeah, so inside a container it looks better. And let's make a border line over here, because it doesn't look that very nice. Yeah, now there is a division we have completed the website, so hope you can also make it up to here. So if you have made it, congrats, well done. You are on a way. You are on a track to become a Python web developer. And see you around next time. And I hope I can bring better lessons. Thank you.